Thank you, Radu, for the introduction. Thank you and Valeria for the invitation. Thank you all for coming to this final act of this conference, final main act of this conference. Thank you for putting the time to be here, and I hope I make it work for you. Today I'm going to talk about actionable observability, and that in the context of emissions of software running in the cloud. And I'll start by saying that I'm going to do something that we tell people not to do, and that is I will spend exactly 0 slides on motivation. This is 2026. Software has eaten the world. We're past this point. The world is on fire, and we need to accept our fair share of responsibilities. We need to manage our emissions. That is it. So, what are we going to do about this? I want you to come out of this presentation, out of this talk, with 3 key points in mind. First, understanding, measuring, monitoring, whatever you want to call it, the energy consumption of a piece of software is a non-trivial problem. It always sounds like, surely it will be easier, right? Right? And then you realize that you ended up in a minefield. If you, for whatever reason, decide that to accept the fact that most of the software these days runs in the cloud, even if you don't want it to, and you want to establish what is the energy consumption in the cloud of a piece of software, you just stepped into a worse situation. You are dealing with a nightmare case scenario, right? There are complex and technical issues with getting energy out of this piece of software. However, we should not let this scare us. What we do need to do is we need to be able to observe a piece of software, figure out what is its energy consumption, irrespective of where it runs. And let's deal with a harder case in the cloud, and figure out what needs to be done to improve this piece of software, in the sense that we want to reduce their emissions. This is the concept of actionable observability. Now, let's talk about energy consumption, right? I talked about environmental impact, I talked about emissions, and I'm jumping already to energy. Why? Let's look at the most suitable standard we have to discuss what are the emissions of any piece of software running, which is the 2024 standard